Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Brain ice cream for dessert? Yes, brain ice cream for dessert. Though I will say, I think ice cream is already the ultimate Halloween dessert. Because think about it, right? We keep pigs in pens, and we just force them to feed through a little hole in the fence. And then and then we forcibly stroke their teeth in order to get the milk from their body. And then we freeze it. We freeze it until it loses all value. We add a bunch of sugar to it, and we say, this is what we're gonna eat. And the cow looks at us, and the calf looks at us as we ship the calf over to make veal. And the calf goes, that was supposed to be for me. Welcome to Creature Packets, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. We're gonna make a Thanksgiving meal, but first, we need to take care of the pets in the home. Because Thanksgiving is technically a time for family, too. And pets are a part of the family, unlike what some people might think. Okay, I didn't expect this type of home. Hello? Who? What are you? Hi, my name... it doesn't matter. I am your boss, and I will be responsible for you. Thank you. Your job is to fulfill orders by cooking different tiny creatures. Oh. I hope you can figure out the equipment. It's all pretty simple. Well, I thought we were going to feed the pets. Looks like we are going to make the pets. And please don't litter. There's a trash bin here for that. Well, good luck to you, and we'll move on to your first order. Okay, sorry, I misunderstood the game. I thought we were gonna make the pets and feed them, but we're gonna feed the pets to somebody else. Well, you know what? Still, I guess it is technically about making food. That's a really cool way of looking at the note. So what? These three things make a crab? A frog, a scorpion, and a scorpion make a crab. I like how you double up on scorpion to get extra shell. A butterfly. You get a larva, a centipede, and a beetle to make a butterfly. What? Sorry, you want micro worms to go... Goose? That's a pretty... Okay, that's a really good noisemaker. Or like a noise jam thing. Oh! Shark, scorpion, crab makes tarantula. There's a lot of... Wait, I guess there's a lot of combinations. Reprimand 0 out of 3. Alright, yeah, let's make the food. So you want a micro worm, a scutagera, and an aphid. I know what an aphid is. What is a scutagera? To make a frog, you need these. So, okay, so this is my... That's a terrarium. A beetle takes 2 beetles. 1 beetle for 2. Oh, and there's a blender. Oh, perfect. 2 worms. Oh, make a scutagera. I thought that was a centipede. Okay, so 2 worms makes a scutagera. What? Who? Can I say something? Some kitchens are actually run like this, eh? Where like the recipes are everywhere and no one knows what to do, and you have to look around to find the recipe on like a random piece of paper stuck somewhere. Same thing with the hand washing signs. Like they're mandated to be near sinks, but the efficacy of the word near seems to be lost on the people who write the regulations, because near just means anyway. It could be on the ceiling for all we really know. So buy the packets. Blend them to make a new packet, and then cook the packet. What? Okay, so you want warm. This is interesting. So for me to get a scutagera, I need to make 3. I need 2 worms to make 1 scutagera. So blend that. All right. Oh, that's disgusting. It's actually like a warm mixture. Congratulations, you've researched a new recipe. New recipes are automatically added to the vending machine. Thanks. And you don't have to create them in the blender again. Wow. Oh, that's handy. I thought you had to keep doing it every single time, but no, it's easy. All right, cool. So, microwave it. Oh, look, it's a scutagera. I can crush him. Chat, I can crush him. Oh. I didn't know that would happen. I just wanted to try it out. So, I make life, and then they sell me life. This is sick. this is terrible. Like, oh god. This is what people mean when they say the scientists have gone too far, right? It's like Jurassic Park, but for bugs. It's like, do we really need to do this? Maybe we've gone a bit too far here, and maybe there's no need for us to do something like that. Sorry, it's gotten so loud. But this is a bit like what cooking is. Like, if you look at what cooking is, right? When you make food, you combine different animal parts to make some new Frankenstein mixture. It's all the same, really. Okay, so they want a micro worm, an aphid, and a Skutagera. I kind of like seeing them walk around. I just want to see them walk around for a bit. Look at them. They're so happy in there. The worm has no clue that it's going to be shipped off to some random factory. It's going to be a permanent... I mean, the worm has probably the best life here. Because you don't buy an aphid because you want aphids. You buy an aphid because you're going to feed the aphids to some of the bug, right? Because aphids are a food source for other animals. Same with the Skutagera. Like, the Skutagera is probably going to be like... Skutagera is probably going to be featured on one of those messed up channels where they do bug fights. And they say, oh, centipede versus spider. And then both of them die because of the poison. But only the worm gets to live a happy life eating old rotten food in someone's compost bin. That's the only success story. Goodbye. Great. Also, please note that when a new terrarium is delivered, extra creatures will appear there. Okay? And what do you want me to do about that? Like, crush them? If they are not in the order, just crush them, and we move on to the next order. So, you want aphids, caterpillars, and snails. Goodbye. Oh my god. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good about what I'm doing to these animals. Oh, 7. We needed a caterpillar. To make a caterpillar, you need aphids and worms. There's no way that this is... Like, because again, when you combine the seeds of different animals, right? All that happens is that you now have a bunch of seeds of different animals. Like, let's say you have bug eggs, okay? And you blend them up. When you hatch them all, you just get multiple kinds of bugs. This doesn't work. Let's make a new one. Caterpillar. Okay, cool. Oh, I wonder if I can get an entirely new creature. Like, what's a combination that isn't listed here? Right? I bet we can narrow down to a combination that doesn't exist. And we can do some terrible messed up creation. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, you know what? That sounds like fun. We'll do a caterpillar. We'll do a caterpillar. We'll do a Skutagera. And we'll do an aphid. Oh boy. Am I breeding monsters? Well, they're bugs for now. Though I guess, to somebody who has a huge fear of bugs, it is technically a monster, right? So it does work. Alright, let's see what creature I make. I made a butterfly. Alright, that was easy. I'll save that for later, I guess. How do I say this for later? I have to throw it away? Let's just make you real. There it is. There's the butterfly. It's escaping the cage, actually. Let's kill it. It's not part of the order, sorry. How about we do a butterfly, a worm, and a Skutagera? That's a good one, right? This thing has to make something cool. We can even stack different creatures, so we can do like 3 worms. It was too cute, it had to be killed. it would have lowered the value, the resale value. Waste. It's just a waste of material. It's genetically inferior. 3 worms. You know, I get why the scientists in Jurassic Park did what they did. It is fun. It's fun to make a whole new type of life form. I get it. Because you never really know, right? You just combine this DNA, that DNA, and you're like, hey, I wonder what's going to happen if I do extra centipede. And then boom, all of a sudden you have a dinosaur with multiple legs. That's kind of fun. Worm, caterpillar, aphid. And really, isn't that what life is about? Experimentation, right? Isn't life about us trying to to push the boundaries of life. Snail. Okay, so now we have a snail. So you want 2 snails and 2 caterpillars. There's already 1 caterpillar inside, so and 1 snail now. So what's crazy is that, again, this is just cooking. If you've ever had to cook, you literally just do whatever you can to try to make a couple of recipes. Like, you might go, okay, I'll try to combine the heart of a cow. Cooking is actually the same thing of like, it's the same thing that you see within various demon summoning books, where you go, hey, to summon the demon of Baal, summon like a tiger's heart, plus like the penis of like a bullfish or something. Well, not always. No, some people from history books that did some experiments. Yeah, but then now you're getting too serious, and you're sort of missing the point of the joke, right? At some point, if the joke is lost on you, we need to take a step back and just enjoy life some. But were they wrong? I don't think so. Think about it. What did we get, right? Now we have a frog. Before they did those experiments, the frogs never existed. I wonder what animals we've accidentally invented. Like, I wonder if we've like accidentally made some creatures somewhere. No, the point is the person tried to make some dog monster. Well, see, now you're getting too serious, and now you're getting lost in the sauce. And now it's like, oh man, I know the streamer is really serious about what he's saying. So let me talk about this like thing that has no relation to what he's talking about. Anyways, I was making this dish recently, actually. It was funny. My mom and I, we were making this dish of, it was just a random YouTube dish that she found, right? And I was really paying attention to the ingredients. And I was thinking to myself, this is sick. Because you combine various organ meats all together into one, almost like a pate. And then you get a bunch of the ground meat of the creature. Wait, what? I thought I made the frog. Snail, caterpillar, scoot together. Scoot together. Caterpillar, snail. And I was like, wow. So we're encasing the meat of the creature in its organs, where usually it'd be the opposite. And I was like, this is sick. It didn't taste that good. I'm gonna be honest. It was kind of it was a poor recipe because the flavor profile was just way too all over the place. But that was when I realized, oh yeah, we are like, we really are the modern day mad scientists, right? The cooks of the world. The people. Oh, there's like a bunch of like shit in here. The people who work at McDonald's are on the same level as like your average scientist in like the Stanford labs. Not to say that there's anything wrong with McDonald's. I'm just saying that like we downplay the fact that food is basically modern day alchemy. And what's crazy is instead of it being like Full Metal Alchemist, we do it entirely just to eat food, which is funny to me because in Full Metal Alchemist, they make like the dog creature, right? The like the talking dog. But then here we're doing it because people just want like a pet snail, and in real life we're doing it because we want to have like a hamburger. Good job. Next order now. All right, next order now. Holy shit, that's a lot of animals. SFBB. What's this door do over here? Oh, you're sure that we made? Oh, you're sure that we made more animals than the bugs that we know, or at least made than evolve? Yeah, right. Because like, imagine because this thing, right? How many chemicals have we dumped into the water? We must have made something that we don't know about out there, and it's waiting for us. And then now, imagine how it tastes like. That's the best part. Is I can't wait to taste these things. I've always found it funny whenever you play or whenever you watch shows about we could be making awesome creatures, but instead we are making cronuts. But are the cronut makers wrong? Are they really wrong? I don't think so. I think they're enjoying life in a way that we don't know. The cronut. I was thinking about this. So the way that people on talking shows talk about the food, it's like a cannibal describing their recent kill. It's very it's like very strange to me. Oh wow, the head of this cow tastes so delicious. The brain so creamy, so soppy. Like I've heard that on a show, and I was like, oh Jesus, like we just ate this thing. It tastes so good. The hint of earthy flavor, the memories that it had. Imagine if that was a thing where the memories of the creature told like affected the flavor. That's a good horror concept where you can tell the cow loved the grass. Maybe that's a good horror concept. We do the memories of the creature affected the flavor profile of the creature. So it's like, oh, you do like you eat an animal that has a memory of happiness, like it's lived its whole life happy, and the taste is divine. Then you eat an animal that's been abused and kept inside of a cage, and it tastes like shit. Empathetic eating, EE. Frog and butterfly. Wait, maybe I'm on something. Maybe the real experiment, the real mutation that we should be working towards is we need to evolve the human taste buds to be able to taste chemicals and emotions. Pesticide-resistant insects that have evolved due to the widespread use of insecticides. One example only, so we need stronger and stronger things. I killed them. That's true. Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah. I forgot about the whole, but like, poison-resistant bugs. And it's even there for, like, things like, just normal viruses and the bacteria. Like MRSA, MRSA, is apparently really hard to clean up now because it's mostly antibiotic resistant. Great job. Next order now. Who am I making these things for? Who is buying all of these? Sorry, you're on the way. With 2 butterflies. You can tell that I don't like to remember too many things at once. I just like to check here and there. I wonder what other but you know what's crazy? We could make, because like we are the modern day wizards where we can make things resistant to things too. Like, I know this sounds crazy, but my theory is that if you burn your hand enough times, right, you could eventually become immune to fire. At some point, the fire won't hurt you. What, scorpions? Probably better not to know who buys the bugs. But I want to know, right? Is it somebody who's feeding the bugs to somebody else? Or are they eating the bugs themselves? Everything that evolves will eventually reach crab form. I mean, that's the funny thing is that it is. Yeah, because look. The final step is 2 scorpions, 1 frog to make crab. I don't know why. What's the theory again? It's like the theory of a carcinization, right? Where everything eventually takes on the form of a crab. I never actually understood that theory because I never bothered to try and understand it. But I do find it funny that that's the final end game form, not the fleshy masses that we have now. Actually, it reminds me of this idea of what could like what a invincible human could look like. I'm trying to find this one image. There's this one image by an artist who drew a picture of a person who, following the description of a scientist describing to them how to make an invincible human being would look like. And it looked awful. Because the look was like you're a blob. Your ribcage is so high up that it dwarfs your head. And then your ribcage is a solid wall. So when you breathe, your chest doesn't even expand. So you need extra room to be able to breathe, because otherwise it just crushes you. It was very Warhammer in its construction, and I was very surprised at sort of how much it matched. Sorry. Oh my god. Someone's talking about me. We still find new species all the time that we've never seen before. That's a good point, actually, yeah. I'm surprised that there's so many different things that we haven't seen before. But I guess it makes sense, because how many people really touch their grass, right? Like, I bet you most scientists don't even touch grass. Most scientists do their work within a lab. The real scientist, okay? Whatever Jane did in Tarzan, she's a real one. And no one can convince me otherwise. Bless me, bless me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In my mind, Jane from Tarzan was a real one. She was there. She was in the middle of it all. She saw Tarzan clapping Gorilla Cheek. She saw everything. There's 2 butterflies, 1 bat, 1 scorpion, 2 crabs. They're staring at me. Chat, the crabs are staring at me. I just want to crush a crab. I just felt like doing it. You just want to know what monsters live on the seabed. Yes! Yeah! Have you seen those videos of the sea monsters? Of like the ones that we found? Some of them look crazy. There's one where the legs go reach to the very bottom while it's swimming up. Terrifying. Okay, last order for today. Tarantula. I'm like, how do these things exist out there? It's just, it's terrifying. And we're not supposed to want to hang out with them? Like, it seems cool. I would want to. But no, everyone's like, we shouldn't. Bat, scorp, crab. Bat, scorp, crab. Bat is 18. Scorp. And I wonder especially what they taste like. You know what it is? That's a good cooking show, okay? New cooking show is you combine something like Parts Unknown or what's the other show? But you also make the show about aquatic life and discovering what's under the ocean. Now I have a tarantula. That's a good show. So it's like so it's like no reservations plus sea biology plus marine biology, but instead of saving the animals, they try to hunt them down to eat them. That's a good show. It's crazy we know more about space than the oceans. Yeah, it's I guess like space is probably easier though, because there's less pressure, right? Whereas in the ocean, the pressure would kill you, and then there's oxygen and stuff. Well, I guess space would too. But in my mind, space is like funny because once you get into space, you stay there. like it's kind of hard to come back from going into space, but once you're there, like you're there. You've basically solved the hardest part. Look at that extra scorpion. So now I need 1 bat, 1 crab, 1 butterfly. 20. Oops. 1 bat, 1 crab, 18. 1 butterfly. 1 butterfly is what? 17. In my mind, the only way for us to survive a deep ocean adventure, we need to evolve a new type of creature for us to be able to ride it into battle, right? Something like you know those giant crabs, those was it king crabs, king Alaskan crabs, or the ones that have the very long arms and they sort of like walk along the bottom of the ocean while also floating. That we have to capture those. Those are the ones that we need. 1 scorpion, 1 crab, 1 bat, 1 butterfly. 1 bat, 1 scorpion, 1 crab. 2. Oh, it's done. Okay, good. Let's make a new combination. 69. 911. Wait, the number of life. 42. Okay, here you go. Enjoy your animals. There's still more? The working day is over. You can go out the door. Oh, good. I killed those animals for no reason. How many days are there? After the day's work was done, you decided not to return to that strange job. It was hard for you to look at the creatures passing by in the street. You saw them as a food packet that needed to be heated in the microwave. I mean, but they probably tasted good. And they're probably, you know, if it's making people happy, is that such a bad thing? Oh, this was, oh yeah, so, this was one of those really weird game jam games. We're actually playing the game of this creator. This creator made a game called LiDAR. Oh, I'm gonna butcher the name. Let me just look up the name of the game. It's called LiDAR something. The reason why I found this game is because it was from their recently released game, LiDAR Exploration Program, which looked really interesting and cool, where you use a LiDAR scanner to view the world through. and I thought it was a really fun concept. But for today, I figured this is a good intro for us to start into the Thanksgiving stuff, because now we're all thinking about food, and we're all thinking about what it takes to make food and what it means to create creatures, right? And I think that's interesting because, again, if you think about how to make food, we're just combining different body parts in the hope that it tastes good. The reason, because the squish was too satisfying. Yeah, yes, that's the thing, right? When you make a pet and you sell a pet, when you make an animal and you sell an animal, you don't know who's on the other side. You don't know what they're gonna do with the animal. There's actually no telling what they're gonna do. And there are some really messed up things that people can do with animals, right? Again, even those YouTube channels where they go spider versus like centipede, I always think to myself, this is messed up. Because these are two living creatures, and you just pit them into a pit, and you give them high stress, and they fight. And I bet you the survivor doesn't even live. I bet you the survivor just gets crushed under the thumb of someone. Just go. Anyways, did you know that tarantulas have tiny spikes on their body?